Jefferson! Good afternoon, it's Miss Golden, or good morning whenever you happen to be watching this. It's so great to see all of you today. I hope you enjoyed the video last week about last month, which was Black History Month. And that was a really exciting month. I love that Hidden Figures book. It takes us right into the month of March. Today's March 2nd, to talk about Women's History Month. Yay! So in Hidden Figures, remember, it talked about 3 or 4 women that did amazing things for science and for space and math and computers and all kinds of cool things that women are involved in and that are available to women and to girls. So I'm excited to just start my video today talking about how amazing women are, and to start this month off talking about one of my favorite women that I really look up to, a woman from history. And I'm going to read you a book about her, and we're going to talk a little bit about what makes her so special. A lot of Frida Kahlo is her name. A lot about Frida Kahlo is about how you can figure out what is something that you're passionate about and then practice it and then do it. Even if people tell you that you're different, even if people tell you that you can't do it, Frida Kahlo teaches us that actually you can. So today we're going to talk a little bit about confidence, really. Believing in yourself, friends. We're living during a time that's really different, right? We have distance learning and we have this COVID thing, this COVID virus, and it's really making us all think about how we live our lives, how we think about our day-to-day, how we talk about things that are hard for us, okay? And how we get through them. So, Frida Kahlo. This book is by Isabel Sanchez Vergara. Cool picture, right? Frida Kahlo was born in Mexico. Just by looking at her, you could see she was special. Look how cute she is. When she was at school, she got very sick. The illness made her leg as skinny as a rake. Does she look a little different than everybody else? But Frida didn't complain. She was different. She liked to dress differently too. Yeah. So cool to be different. Then one day, a bus Frida was riding crashed into a car. Life as she knew it changed forever. After her accident, Frida had to rest in bed. To help the hours pass, she drew pictures of her foot. Then, even though she was still in pain, Frida decided to draw self-portraits using a mirror. Do you see how she's spending her time? A lot of us are at home right now with extra time. I love how Frida used her time and thought of a way to get through pain, to get through sadness, right? To do something that made her feel better. Painting by painting, Frida and her art got better. It was time to show her pictures to someone else. Who's she going to show her pictures to? She visited the famous artist Diego Rivera, who couldn't believe his eyes. He wasn't sure what he liked more, her pictures or her. Frida and Diego fell in love. They were so similar and yet so different. But through their ups and downs, Diego encouraged Frida in her paintings. Look at that cool cake. Through her wonderful pictures, Frida spoke about how she was feeling. In some, she looked sad, but in others, she smiled. So now we see that she's painting her feelings, right? This is how she's expressing her feelings and getting through feelings. Eventually, Frida decided to show everyone her work. Her pictures caused a great stir in New York City. When the exhibition came to Mexico, Frida was so sick she had to be in bed. But it was clear that nothing could stop her from painting. Not sickness, pain, or headache, or heartache. Yeah, people were really intrigued by her paintings. Frida Kahlo taught the world to wave goodbye to bad things and say, "Viva la vida." Live life. You can see that below. Okay. This book is so great because then it gives you a little timeline. There's Frida Kahlo in real life. How cool is she? Right? So even though Frida Kahlo was faced with strong feelings and was faced with sad times, was faced with pain, was faced with people thinking that she was different, she was still really able to inspire others by doing something that made her feel good, doing something that she practiced over and over. So that was her growth mindset, right? She wasn't good at painting right away. She started with drawing and then she kept painting, and she got through those hard feelings and those hard times. Life was still hard for Frida Kahlo, but she was able to give us something so amazing. She was able to give us her art, and she was able to give us the story of her incredible life, of persevering, which means getting through or being strong throughout something that's hard. And Jefferson students, I know all of you are persevering or getting through hard times right now. Some of you are feeling like they're over Zoom. Some of you are feeling like they just can't get any work turned in, or it's just so hard to focus on the computer. Some of you are feeling like you need space from your family. Some of you are feeling like you really miss your friends. Okay? And that's all normal feelings right now. I want all of you to try and be like Frida Kahlo. And the next week, I want you to think of something that you're either doing already or that you want to do in order to help yourself get through the hard time. That doesn't mean the hard time's going to end or that your strong feelings are going to end, but it's going to give you something that's going to make you feel better. I hope, right? One thing I've been doing is going on long walks, okay? And I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, radio shows, listening to books, and then I share my thoughts on those books with friends and family. So I'm offering something to others around me because it's making me feel good. I want you to think about something you can do. Maybe it's building with your toys, sharing your toys. Maybe it's writing or drawing. Maybe it's playing outside, inviting others, neighbors to play with you. Maybe it's making family members feel good by making them something, a snack or food. Maybe you're working on baking or cooking. Friends, I'm really proud of you. This has been a long year and you've been through a lot. And I can't wait to hear about how you're getting through it and making yourself feel a little bit better. Thanks for joining me today. Bye, Jefferson. See you next week.